Back with some more KJK VIP Prizepicks WNBA player props for free on the channel here today. Did just lock in this 6-pick flex. Did just send it over to my VIP members. Going to be breaking down exactly why I like these 6 plays for you here today. It's going to be a 1-unit play. Let's get straight into it, guys. Hopefully this free content can help you out. If you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. If you have not checked out Prizepicks, guys, go ahead and use the promo code KJKDFS when you sign up today. Play $5, and they're going to give you $50 instantly with my promo code and link down below in the description. And then lastly, once again, if these picks go well, if you're like this guy knows what he's talking about, I want access to every single one of his plays. I don't think there's a better way to show you that I know what I'm talking about than sharing actual plays that I'm playing, actual plays that I'm sending over to my VIP members. Hopefully this will get you a bunch of money in your pockets. You can get access to every single one of my plays as soon as I place them by joining on Patreon. That will also be linked down below in the description. Let's get into this breakdown, guys. Once again, this, guys, all plays: Prizepicks, Underdog, Fantasy, Better Picks, Parlay Play, and Sleeper. I get asked what goes into it. Just go to the Patreon and read what's in the description. That's all the stuff that's in the package. You get access to my Discord that includes all that stuff. So let's get into the breakdown here. First player we're going to be talking about is Natasha Howard. If you enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload, like the under 16.5 points here for Natasha Howard. We'll go ahead and pull up Outlier here, guys. If you have not checked out Outlier, this is the brand new sponsor of the channel that I'm going to be talking about frequently. They're going to give you a 7-day free trial, completely free, with my link down below in the description. So if you haven't done that, do it. It's free, okay? Natasha Howard has failed to exceed 15.5 points in 8 of her last 10 games versus top 5 defenses for points allowed, 11.9 points per game on average. She's hitting at an 80% hit rate in those 10 games. You can see Minnesota, second best in the entire league in points allowed. Natasha Howard does play at the forward position. If we go ahead and look at the forward, they're third best, center, fifth best, guard, second best. They are not allowing points to be scored on them. They've been very good on the defensive end of things, which obviously when we're taking an under, we like to see. If we can go to the head-to-head matchup, see, she went over 3 times. The last 2 times she's gone under. This really means nothing to me, guys, personally. If you look at this data, I mean, you can see these 3 games are back in 2023. The 2 games she's played them this year, she's gone under 10 and 6 respectively. Just keep in mind, there's always going to be different rotations, different personnel, injuries happen, etc. The odds are all going to be factored in. We're also looking at some good action on her under here across the entire market. FanDuel minus 110 even odds at the 15.5 line, guys. We're getting her at 16.5 over on Prizepicks. So we're getting an entire point higher. Not only has she failed to exceed the 15.5 mark, she's at even odds on FanDuel. And then the other tool that I'm going to be talking about on the channel is going to be the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, guys. These are all tools that I'm using for my research throughout the day, right? You can see the under 16.5 points. Once again, guys, she is listed at 15.5 in multiple places. She's looking at minus 130 on the under on Caesars. Daily Grind Fantasy, once again, very valuable tool. If you didn't tune into my CS2 video, I talked about how I was able to hit 3 6-pick flexes in a row using this exact tool. They bring in esports data as well. But market's going to reflect all of these different statistics we're talking about. Even odds on FanDuel, minus 130 on the under on Caesars. She's listed at 15.5 on Hot Streak, 15.5 on Parlay Play. You can see all of these different things that we're talking about. This is another fantastic tool that's going to help you diagnose that data, find discrepancies, and get good value in the market. 25% off with promo code KJKDFS on this tool as well, guys. I'm trying to bring you guys as much value for free on the channel. I'm trying to tell you the tools I use, all that goes into the process. Like I said, I have the VIP, but these tools also are going to be very helpful. You can get a discount with all those. So that's all that went into the first play here on the 6-pick flex. Okay, so Natasha Howard under 16.5 points. We like that play. Second play is going to be the Angel Reese under 14.5 rebounds. You might be like, oh, it's Angel Reese. She gets a ton of rebounds. Yes, guys, that's all reflected within the market, right? Let's go ahead and pull up Outlier here once again. We'll pull up some Angel Reese statistics for us. The 14.5, I like to sort this by implied probability, guys. This is just pulling in all the sportsbook data. So you can see she's like massively favored on the over to get a double-double. That's not going to be available on Prizepicks, but I'm just telling you kind of how I use the tool. I like to look at this implied probability. And if we go to her rebounds, if we can find it here, under 14.5, I should have just gone to the prop, but anyways, you can see she is going crazy on the glass in a lot of games, but she gets one of the toughest matchups in the entire league, taking on the opposing team in the Indiana Fever. They're third best in rebounds overall against the guard position. They're seventh best, so they're giving up a lot of rebounds to the guard. But you can see the forward, they're fourth best. In the center, they are second best in the entire league at not allowing rebounds to opposing centers. So Angel Reese, the big down low, gets a lot of rebounds. See if we have any head-to-head. Data does look like she's gone under in 2 of the 3 games she has faced them head-to-head, 67% hit rate on those rebounds. And then lastly, it's all going to be reflected in the market, right, guys? We want to be looking at as much market data as we possibly can. If we look at FanDuel, she's at -138 on the under here. Outlier, you can see all the different places you can place it, DraftKings, FanDuel, etc. And if we want to get more detail, once again, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer here for Angel Reese. And we're going to see the top prop on the entire board for her, according to DGF, is going to be the under 14.5 rebounds. -138 on the under on FanDuel. She's up to -145 on the under on Bovada. -145 juice on Hot Streak. -147 on Parlay Play. Every single one of these data points are telling us she's heavily favored to go under 14.5. Yes, she grabs a lot of rebounds. Yes, she's the center. Her line is 14.5. We need her to get 14 or less, and oftentimes when you're taking these props, guys, it's literally going to come down to that half point you're getting. There's a really solid chance she ends with 14 exactly. That's just how this works, right? Or 15. She's either going to stay under barely or go over. Hey, we got an under. Let's hope she gets in some foul trouble, but you get the point. That's all that's going into that pick there for pick number 2. We like the Angel Reese under 14.5 rebounds. Asia Wilson under 40.5 PRA. We'll go ahead and look at her. Let's see, what do we got over here on Outlier for Miss Asia Wilson? Once again, she's an elite player, guys. We know this. Asia Wilson is very good at basketball. No surprise there, but that's not how we win money on these apps. We got to be looking for value in the market, finding discrepancies, and breaking down how we can beat these apps with which props they have mispriced is what I'm getting at. So the PRA, let's go ahead and pull that up for you guys here. Points, rebounds, and assists. We'll apply at the under here. You can see she's at -130 on the under on Bet365, which Outlier is going to go ahead and pull in for us. So she is favored to go under. Has been going over here pretty consistently because she is Asia Wilson. But this matchup, taking on her opponent, they're pretty mid across the board overall as a defense, but where they're really good is versus the center position, which is where Asia Wilson plays, okay? So you can see at the top here, like overall, they're 5th best in points allowed, 9th best in rebounds. They're giving up a bunch of rebounds, 7 in assists. Versus the guard position, they've been very bad. Versus the forward position, they've been struggling. But versus the center position, where Asia Wilson plays down low, they've been very, very effective defensively. 2nd best in assists allowed, 3rd best in rebounds allowed, 3rd best in points allowed. They're not giving up a lot of any of that to the opposing center position. Over the last 6 matchups, she's gone under in 4 of the last 6 against the same exact opponent, right? And then, as always, I want to be looking at as much market data as I possibly can. Let's go ahead and type her into the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, see what the market's telling us here for her PRA. You can see she's favored on 2 different data points. Bovada's got her all the way up to -130 on the under 40.5 here for Asia Wilson. So the statistics are matching up, the matchup, right? The market's telling us the under's favored, and voila. You know, all of these things are leading to liking that under 40.5 points, rebounds, and assist prop, okay? So that's going to be our 3rd one. We got 2 different assist prop here, Sabrina Ionescu and Courtney Vandersloot. We'll just go ahead and pull up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer right now. We got the entire WNBA board typed in here, and I know that these 2 were popping in a pretty major way. I'm wondering, so Ionescu's still here. You can see the under 5.5 assists. The entire market's telling us, right, we like this under here. -138 on the under on FanDuel. -125 on the under on Caesars, -145 on the under on Hot Streak, -149 on the under on Parlay Play. Every single one of these data points. And then Courtney Vandersloot just got bumped in real time. I had a feeling that was what happened because, I mean, there was insane value on this prop. So this is what happens when you get good value, guys. They're going to bump the props like crazy. I can't control that. That is why I do offer the VIP service, so you can get access to my plays as soon as I place them, so you can beat these bumps. So it looks like one of the plays is going to be bumped that I was going to promote, but I mean, it is what it is. That's what happens when you get good value. But the Sabrina Ionescu prop still there. You can see she's massively favored on all of these different sports books. And then if we go ahead and we pull up the outlier tools that we love to use over here for Courtney Vandersloot and Ionescu, we're going to see, you know, this match was pretty brutal on assists. Implied probability, once again, guys, I scroll down through here, all of these different props. I mean, if you're playing other sites as well, I mean, she's massively favored on underdog, minus 159 on underdogs, which means they altered that prop. And for good reason. If we pull up the insights here, she's failed 5.5 assists in 10 of her last 13 games. She's only averaging 4.6 assists per game. She's hitting at a 77% hit rate. And Seattle's not giving up a lot of assists. They're third best in the entire league at preventing those assists. Versus the guard position, they are giving up a little more versus guards. Forward, center, not so much. But once again, overall, their entire defense, right? We're looking at a very good team at slowing down the assists, third best in the entire league. That's all going to be factored into the odds, of course, right? That's why she's massively favored on DraftKings. She's at minus 130. Bet365, she's at minus 130 on the under. FanDuel, she's at minus 138 on the under, right? All of these different sports books are telling us she's favored to go under. And then the Vandersloot prop, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get at the 5.5 line. It did get a bit bumped, but I can go ahead and just kind of break it down for you guys. Once again, she's failed 5.5 assists in 5 straight games versus top 5 defenses for assists allowed. 3.2 assists per game. We just talked about it. Third best defense in the entire league are the Seattle Storm and giving up assists. So there was really good value on that prop. Unfortunately, it does look like Courtney Vandersloot got bumped down, but just want to explain the process for you guys there. And last but not least, we're rocking with the Ezi Magbagor under 8.5 rebounds. Why do I like this? There's going to be no surprise to you guys. You know, there's going to be a bunch of different data points telling us that the under is going to be the play here for Ezi. You can look at the implied probability. There's going to be a bunch of different sports books favoring her under. We're going to have some statistics behind the scenes. She's all the way up to minus 193 on underdog, all the way up to minus 193 on the under rebounds over on underdog. So they've already gone ahead and shifted this prop. They're saying that it's way too good. You're not even going to be able to get it over on underdog. Look at the insights here. She's failed to exceed 8.5 rebounds in 5 straight games versus top 5 defenses. Okay, guys, so outlier showing us. Top 5 defenses for rebounds allowed, right? Third best in the league are the New York Liberty in allowing rebounds. So she's really struggled. I mean, we can look at that head-to-head action. She's gone over in 3 of the last 5 versus them, but all the other underlying data, the market, right? Once again, underdog shifted this all the way to a minus 193. Like underdog and Prizepicks are kind of the 2 competitors, so when you see that in the market, it's a big deal. And there's going to be a bunch of different other market points, data points telling us that Etsy is going to be a good play here. If we go ahead and pull up the DGF optimizer, you know, you can see their best prop on the entire board for her is the under 8.5 rebounds because she's minus 128 on FanDuel, minus 127 on BetOnline, minus 135 on Bovada, minus 138, minus 136 on Parlay Play. All these different data points telling us that the under is going to be the play here for Ezi Magbagor. So the matchup, the data, the market, every single thing's telling us, you know, the under is going to be a play here for Ezi Magbagor. So that's going to be the full 6-pick flex that I did just lock in, that I did just send over to my VIP members, guys. As you can see on the screen, I'm locked in. It's a 1-unit play, so whatever you typically play. Unfortunately, Courtney Vandersloot did get bumped down. Bumps happen when you get good value. I can't control that. You could just run a 5-pick flex if you'd like to. I wouldn't play the bump, or you can just put in another prop date. Like if there is a promo, sometimes it happens, you could run the promo. I can't control the bumps. I just find the best possible value. I lock it in as soon as I can, and I share the process. All right, guys, you got to be quick on these apps. The value will be taken away. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I can't control that. If you want to get access to all my plays as soon as I place them, they will be linked down below in the description via Patreon. You just got to purchase the Patreon. You get access to the Discord, and you will get access to all my tickets as soon as I place them. You would have got this as soon as I did and locked in with the rest of the VIP squad before that Courtney Vandersloot bump happened. So thanks for tuning in. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks WNBA player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.